Five. Hello everyone. So today I just wanted to hop on real quick and talk about seeing the bad in people. And I know this is something we tend to not do. We're seeing the bright side and the good side and the qualities, and we don't really take time to focus on the negative. But if you're willing to see the positive in a person, then you should be willing to look at the negatives as well, because you don't want to be sucker punched later in life and ask yourself, how did that happen? And oftentimes this happens in friendships and people we trust and we're close with, because we don't stop to see the bad aspects. We don't have this realistic perspective of things, and we tend to believe that if I do things in a certain way and if I react in a certain way, then everybody else will do the same. And when other people have different reactions to our own, we are surprised, and we kind of, sometimes we're shocked by other people and how they react in certain situations, because it's not how we would do things, and that's perfectly okay. So recognizing both the good and the bad in people helps us maintain a balanced expectations and reduces the likelihood of being blindsided by the negative behaviors. And it's also a good way of having empathy and compassion. It helps you grow a more strong of a connection when you are vulnerable and when you know where the other person falls short. And understanding that we all have our unique challenges and imperfections really allows us to connect at a deeper level. So it's space for a lot of personal growth and development, and it allows the relationship to grow and to work more effectively. And we can be patient and empathize and give constructive feedback when necessary. And it also allows us to put in some healthy boundaries and recognizing the negative traits of other people. And if we are unaware of them, then people might take advantage of us, and we might tolerate more than we are supposed to, simply because we are blinded to this negative aspects. So by being aware of both good and bad, we can be more informed and make a more informed decision about our choices surrounding ourselves, and what boundaries we want to promote. Also, it kind of provides a more authentic connection. So sharing vulnerabilities, as I have said before, and discussing both strength and weaknesses creates a more open atmosphere and a more of a meaningful connection. So this is it. Embracing the full range of our human complexity allows us to sometimes avoid negative relationships, sometimes adjust our boundaries. Sometimes it allows us to grow, because if we're willing to see the bad in others, then we should be willing to see our own shortcomings and where we fall short, and that should make us want to work on that and improve those sides and those aspects. And oftentimes I see people with a lot of betrayal, and they hold a lot of anger and a lot of frustration, and a lot of things could have been avoided if we were willing to accept the person as a whole, with the good and the bad, instead of ignoring the bad and focusing only on the good things. And I think, especially if you are an empath or a highly sensitive person, you tend to ignore a lot of the red flags, let's say so. I will go into it more in a post later. And that was it for today.